Maharashtra's notorious serial killer sisters. How a 25-year-old legal battle unfolded. This is a series of the most shocking cases in each state. Maharashtra Part 1. Anjanabai Gavit lived in a room on rent in Gondhale Nagar, Pune with two daughters, Renuka and Seema. The trio moved around in western Maharashtra and made their living out of stealing valuables including ornaments of women. In 1990, there was a robbery try at Chatushringi Temple in Pune. Renuka got caught, but she had her little son with her. She argued that a mother with a baby wouldn't steal. The people believed her and let her go. Renuka told her mom and sister about it, and they came up with a plan. They would bring along little kids during thefts. The kids would help them get away by diverting attention. They were also assisted by Kiran Shinde, Renuka's husband. In some cases, missing children reports were filed, but many kidnappings likely went unreported, especially involving children from impoverished families. This lack of attention from the police facilitated the activities of a group involved in a series of kidnappings and murders. Their first victim was a beggar's son in Kolhapur, taken by Renuka in July 1990. They named him Santosh after bringing him to Pune. But tragedy struck in April 1991 when Seema tried to steal a purse at a temple in Kolhapur. When Seema got caught, her partner Anjanabai forcefully threw Santosh to divert attention, injuring him. In the chaos, Seema escaped, leaving Santosh hurt and crying. Fearing being caught, the group took extreme measures. Anjanabai tragically bashed Santosh's head against an electric pole, killing him instantly. Witnesses saw the killers heartlessly eating nearby. To hide their crime, they dumped Santosh's body near an old rickshaw heap, revealing a story of neglect and cruelty. They were ultimately charged with 13 kidnappings, mostly involving children below 5 years of age, and 10 murders. In 1996, a complaint was filed against the trio for kidnapping and killing a 9-year-old girl named Kranti. The police started investigating, leading the family to hide, but they were eventually arrested on 19th November. Just 2 years after their arrest, the sisters' mother passed away before the trial could even begin. After a trial with 156 witnesses, they were charged with 13 kidnappings and 10 murders. The court found them guilty of 6 murders due to lack of evidence for the others. The Bombay High Court upheld this verdict on 9th September 2004 but acquitted them of 1 murder charge. The Supreme Court confirmed the death sentence on 31st August 2006. Their mercy pleas to the governor and president were rejected. Finally, on 18th January 2022, the Bombay High Court changed their death sentences to life imprisonment due to delayed mercy decisions. The judges labeled the sisters' crimes as heinous and declared them a menace to society. Consequently, they will serve their life sentences in Pune's Yerwada jail. If their original sentences had been executed, they would have been the first women to be executed in India since 1955, following Ratanbai Jain, who was executed for killing 3 girls.